Oh, I don't have my chapstick.
What flavor you
Hold
got?
on.
What flavor chapstick? You got that strawberry chapstick?
I don't whatever my lady about to bring me. I need some chapstick, dog.
Are you one of them dude? Are you one of the people that like, when they use chapstick, it's a flavor, or are you one that's like, I buy the Carmex, man?
No, I don't do Carmex no more. I do.
Why not?
I like to get like Burt's Bees wax and
Carmex
vanilla or
good.
honey. I don't care. I just need chapstick. I just don't like Carmex too much.
Why not?
I hope she's on her phone. Oh God, she's not around her phone. I can't do the show without my chapstick, bro.
Red, you got to put lotion. Lotion works.
Nah, hell no.
It does. It doesn't work as good, but it works.
No, I need my chapstick, dog.
That's what I use. There she go. When I don't got it.
Hello. Can you do me a solid? I need some chapstick. I can't move. Spinals. Thank you, lovely lady.
Lions.
She the best. She the best, dog. Lord, I just butt down my sister. Are we live yet?
Yeah, man.
Oh, he is.
Eagles recap. I'm putting that in the title. That makes sense. Boom.
Eagles recap and power rankings.
No, I need to understand though. Why not the Carmex? Just give me like, why not?
Nah, man. I just like normal chapstick. I don't like Carmex. Don't throw it. Oh, I caught it. Thank you. She brought me some Burt's Bees wax, vitamin E, and peppermint. I'm ready now, dog. I got my chapstick.
All right. I'll let you apply the stick, and then we'll get this thing rolling. Oh yeah, I gotta play the intro anyway. All right, Chad, let's do it.
Chapstick is money, dog.
We'll be back. Or yeah.
Well, we're on our way.
Wait, where's he?
Let's get it.
Fired up. It's made a great decision.
Great teammates, coaches, and other people who want to be Super Bowl champions. And we are. We're going to do it this year.
And we're going places because we want to go places.
Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Before long, we're going to be the last one standing.
Sad. Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
Yo, welcome back to Last Second Dose, where we doing the most. Y'all already know, baby. It's your boy Rad out here in Rip City, Portland, Oregon. Big repping those Lions. I don't care that we own one, but I'm still big time repping. But I got the guy, shaved his face, aka mixed stats. Dose B Gaming. What's happening, baby?
I forgot that. I didn't know it said that. Why does it say that?
B
That's how long it's been. It's been that long, Rad.
It's been a week, dog.
You never come on my channel, man. Every time I ask you, like, I don't want to be there. That's why it's Dose B Gaming now.
Can we just not let's not start off lying to the people. Can we stop?
Story, Rad. I'm just telling.
Let's not lie. Let's not lie to the pride. You know what I mean?
Okay. How about them beats though?
I like the beats.
What?
It's solid.
Okay. Yeah, bro, it's good to be back, man. We gotta. What are we doing today?
We talking about we doing power rankings. We're gonna talk about the game, last week's game, a little bit. And we're just gonna talk to the people, talk to the pride. You dig? We in the building. What's happening, everybody? Shout out to Michael, Phantom Lion, Jordy, Boom.
Who said Boom?
Scott Smith, Fernando. What's happening, everybody? Charles Dirksen.
Oh, I see Bruce. I see you. Chark over McLaurin. Okay, you see Mohammed.
Ooh, over Scary Terry. Okay.
Give it to him. Quick take, Rad. Give it to him.
I don't know. Scary Terry's a bad man.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. I think I might take Scary Terry over Chark, but I'm liking Chark. Chark made a big catch last week. He had some drops too. We're gonna talk about last week's game.
Yeah,
what I think truly lost us the game, in my opinion.
Let's
Daddy in the building.
I'm here for that.
What's the injury report? Kick it off, Dose. They already asking. What's the injury report? Dose about to kick off the injury report.
Yeah. All right. Okay, the beats are gonna stop for a second. I still hear them. Okay.
Okay, that's the
So how
injury
we doing?
report, everybody.
Oh,
We have no
we're
injuries.
almost there. We're almost there. You'll know how it is. Randy's
We have
supposed to hold it down, man. He's supposed to give him some
Plan B in the
words
building.
while
What's
I'm
happening?
struggling. There you
What's
go.
happening?
Here we go.
We appreciate everybody tapping in once again. Oh, you got fancy. Okay. Look at you.
Yeah,
You
we
typed
look
up some
good,
stuff.
man.
Okay. Look at colors looking 4K. Hold on. Everything
we look
looking
good.
crispy.
It do. Yeah, it does.
It's a
And
new
with-
season.
Oh. Wait, can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, so
Why
the
do we
middle is
always get hurt?
the most recent one. This is it, right? This is what we got to look at. These are just other days to just see progression. The middle is what you got to look at. Green means they improved. Red means they did not improve or they got worse. No color means no change. So Lions, Washington. Red, you want me to read through it, man? I'll read through it.
You want me to go? It don't matter. I mean,
Okay, you do Lions. I'll go Washington because I don't know if you've seen it yet. So you read through the
Yeah, I
Lions.
see Michael Brockers did miss a couple days, but he's a full participant dealing with a knee issue. Taylor Decker was the calf. I wasn't too worried about the Taylor Decker. I'm happy to see he's back full practice. Frank the Tank, I think they just really resting him. There's no need to. He's an all-pro center. I personally think Frank the Tank's going to play. Frank Ragnow will be playing. DeAndre Swift ankle. He's not out. He's not out. That didn't come out right. No, that's a typo.
Dude, I know.
No.
Dan Campbell
That is
said
a typo.
he said he was
That's a typo.
optimistically, questionable.
That's a typo.
And on
No.
the report it said out. I was like,
I'm not
what?
accepting whatever that report came from. On Bleacher Report, they said something different, so I'm not going with that.
That's what Campbell said, and now they said out on the report.
No. Anyways, let me move on. DeAndre Swift, he's been talking about his ankle all week. We knew he was going to play. He was saying he was going to play. Don't worry about it. Just resting the kid. You know what I'm saying? Because he already has a tough time playing through injuries. Jonah Jackson did not practice, but I'm not too worried about him. If he's making his way back, I don't expect to see him against Washington. I think he'll be back next week.
Okay.
Julian, we should see some Julian this week. And Amani.
Yes,
I think Amani's going to be playing.
That'd be great. Well done, Red. You hold that down, man. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I can read and talk, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not buying into that Frank the Tank. If so, Evan Brown can come in. Evan Brown's serviceable, but nah, bro. We need Frank the Tank. We done already lost Big V. Tommy Kramer done got pushed to IR. But our linemen are just falling like dominoes.
Yeah, and okay. So good news, Taylor Decker's in. Here's the notes I'll give you from Dan Campbell. I don't know if you saw the presser. This is what he said.
I didn't see the presser.
I thought you did based on what you said, because he said with Jonah Jackson and Frank Ragnow, he is they're questionably probable right now. And then I look at the report and they're saying he's out. Jonah Jackson, they're saying he's questionably probable, so he's questionable with no participation. But he said he don't need to practice to play. So hopefully he plays. But you've probably seen it. They have Forbes, of course, and they also just got KO'd, the other guard from Philly. So they said they're kind of deciding which one would play if those two can't go, and then even potentially Logan might go back over there. The other guy could go to right guard because KO did that too. And but to what you said, if Frank Ragnow is out, if that's legit, I'm with you. I feel good with Evan. And Frank wasn't perfect last week either. He had some issues. So Evan Brown, I feel good with Evan Brown. I feel like we can trust him to hold it down. But you're right, they got a good defensive front. The newest one is Amani. That one just popped up. Actually, I listed it wrong. It's not a hand injury. It's a back injury, I think.
Back.
And they said they were going to look into that to figure out why everybody's dealing with back injuries. So hopefully he plays, because that would mean Will Harris is starting if he does not play. So I don't know how people feel about that. I don't know.
I don't feel comfortable with Will Harris playing.
Yeah, and they got some dudes now. You said it. We came into this talking Kerry
not
McLaurin.
with this receiving core.
Yeah,
Jahan Dotson been balling like I called. I knew Jahan Dotson was going to be nice.
Is.
I knew he was going to be a stud. They got Curtis Samuel.
Yep.
And then ex-Lion Logan.
Yep. They got receivers. They got tight ends. They got backs. Gibson.
They have a solid offense. Washington's
Gibson's
got a solid team.
So Washington, their injury report, their guard limited, questionable. Jonathan Allen, he's playing in this game. Really, everything improved for them. Why does that always? Every time we go through these, there's a shorter. There's always improves. Ours just adds random players on Friday. Cameron Curl's going to play. He didn't. He's questionable, but he's probably going to play from what I've heard. He didn't play last week. Jamin Davis is going to play. Probably remember Jamin Davis, Red. Try Turner. Looks like he's going to play. He played last week. He wasn't very good. Cole Turner is going to play. He's make his debut. That's the rookie out of Nevada. And then Cole Holcomb, for the last 2 days, he was on this report, but he's going to play too. That's another starting linebacker. So I don't know, man. It's tough, but
I would have liked them to at least be missing Jonathan Allen.
it would have helped.
You know what I mean? One of their D linemen, but
right.
We just keep dealing with the injury bug, man, especially the old line. Good God. I mean, I get it. They in the trenches, so they banging every single play, but it's just like we can't catch a break, bro. We cannot catch a break. Big V gone. Jonah missing practice. Taylor Decker finally back, and then they talking about Frank the Tank. Like, come on, man. That's like the one position we can't really afford the injuries. You know what I'm saying? Besides 100%. Like quarterback, obviously, but we're thin at O-line.
Yep.
Like if we miss a couple, like if Rockers didn't play, I mean, yeah, I like Rockers. I want him to play. I think he helps the team, but I mean, we can put in a serviceable guy that can at least hold the point of attack or do something similar to Brockers, you know. But
yeah. Oh, and DeAndre Swift. Yeah, I didn't mean to miss over that. They listed him as straight up questionable, but I heard Deuce Staley said he's acted like the challenge is still out there for him to play hurt. To me, it sounds like he's going to play because it sounds like he's still challenged. Like they know he can possibly play. And I'm with you. I feel like Swift was kind of arresting because to have him come back to practice is usually good on Friday. Usually means good things. So I think Swift plays in this game. You're right. The O-line depth is and that's why they're shuffling, man. They're trying to find guys right now. Logan Stenberg wasn't very good last week. And he's already locked in to start. That's not ideal. So I hope we have Jonah. I really do, man. I would hope we can have Jonah, and then we could start to potentially like think about putting a new guard in over Stenberg if he didn't play well. But at this point, now we're locked into the guy playing. So I don't know, man. It's tough. But with that, we could talk about Philly a little bit, Brad. We didn't get to talk about it.
We all watched that game. I feel like we started off very hot.
Yeah.
Crowd was in the game. I'm going to talk about why I feel like how we lost the game.
Okay.
What? I mean,
I don't know. It's just
I'm more excited. I'm more excited.
Okay.
After we took the L. Yes. But I'm still more excited than I was last season after taking last year's L against San Francisco, if that makes any sense. Like, we look like a better team. We just need to tighten up on small things. And we seen it on the first episode of Hard Knocks. In place to make the tackle to stop them and make it a fourth down. But we just missed key tackles. It's key tackles. And then for somehow we just cannot contain Hurts, but we could contain, I'm talking off last season. We can contain Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson to a point, but for some reason, Jalen Hurts was just killing us, bro.
Yeah.
It was like crazy, like killing us. It comes down to tackling, man. Like and everybody was, a lot of people were kind of down on Hutch, but I thought Hutch had a solid game.
I do too. I thought
I feel like if he was playing, I don't even want to say a non-mobile quarterback, but just someone less mobile than Hurts.
Right.
He's making a lot more plays. And for his first game in the NFL, I think Hutch played well. But if he was just playing like a standard Tom Brady, we're getting sacks and way more hurries and things like that. But when you're dealing with Hurts, moving in the pocket, taking off, scrambling, boom. Honestly, I'm gonna put it. I think if we was playing, 20 different other quarterbacks in the NFL, we probably would have won that game. Because I think single-handedly, Hurts just controlled that game. We had too many missed tackles on a bunch of third downs. Receivers dropping way too many passes. I think drops killed us.
Big time.
They made some catches.
You brought that up. Big time.
The drops was stupendous.
Oh my goodness.
St. Brown dropping the ball? Like St. Brown don't drop the ball. And they were just easy, just concentration catches. Like those are just like practice play type catches. Chark made a huge touchdown. That was a good play on Slay there. That was a really good touchdown there. It came down, honestly, I think it came down to straight tackling and drops. That's what I'm going to put the game on. We lost because of poor tackling and dropping the football.
Yeah.
That's what I took away from the game. But I left excited, even though we lost by 3. I talked about this. Like I said, we were going to lose, but we need to lose by like a possession. Nobody ever wants to lose, but I felt like we was going to lose. But if we were to lose, just lose by a possession, but just because, let's call it a morale victory, low key, because we banged with one of the top teams on paper. We showed grit, we showed fight, we made some big plays. We just got to learn how to finish, man. We have to learn how to finish. Run game looked really good. DeAndre Swift was balling. Hawk made some plays. I think Goff looked solid too. I'm not even gonna say Goff. This was on Facebook. Some people were trying to throw Goff under the bus. It's like, really? And y'all know I'm not the biggest Goff fan, but real recognize real. I don't think Goff played terrible. I don't think Goff played bad, to be honest. Did I see it wrong?
You just reminded me of something. Remember we gave out grades last year. Man, we forget a whole bunch of things, man. I forgot we even did that last year.
Oh, we did do our grades. Golly.
Should we do that?
Is it too late?
I don't think it's too late. I can pull it up. Should we do it?
Or should we just go on to next week? You want to do it next week?
We can go on to next week. That's fine.
We got to get back in the flow. The season,
I know,
the off-season conduct's got us out of flow. We got to get back in the flow. You know, we did give grades. We gave coaching grades. Everybody got graded. Good Lord.
I forgot completely, man.
Lord, we gotta do better.
Yes.
You know what? It's week 1, everybody. You know what I'm saying? The Lions came out sluggish. We came out a little sluggish. Dang, I can't believe that. We did do grades. Why would you say that? Now I feel like, man. We had a format last year that we did every week. But this is okay. I'm just spitballing. That's it. That's what I think lost us the game, bro. Like, I don't know. I was on Facebook. I'm in a lot of Facebook groups, Lions Facebook groups, and someone was saying we need a new quarterback in this and that.
It's crazy.
I just don't personally think Goff was the reason why we lost. I thought receivers dropping the ball and defense not just making tackles. Like, you got to be able to tackle, bro. Like, we had some shining points on our defense, but we got to be able to make tackles, bro.
You're right. There was a few in there. I remember Chris Board had one that stuck out every time I watched it. We did have some drop. We did have some missed tackles in there. But let's do this. If we're not gonna do grades, let's talk about some specifics of the team and kind of like, narrow it down a little bit. Defensively, who do you think played well? Because for me, I'll throw out some names.
Played solid. Go ahead. Go ahead. Throw out some names.
Okay, let's go back and forth on it then. Let's do that.
Okudah.
Go ahead, Jeff Okudah.
Are you gonna throw the name? Oh, you threw out that name.
You can go. You can say Okudah. I thought you were gonna talk about it a little bit. You don't unless you got.
Okudah did his thing. I think he made some really good open field tackles.
Yeah,
I think he did a really good job. I don't think Devontae Smith had a completion on Okudah because that was like he was low key following him around. I don't think. I could be wrong, but I don't remember Devontae Smith catching the ball specifically on Okudah. He did a very good job throwing his body around. He made a lot of good little, like, laying his body out there to make some plays. Go ahead, because I got another one.
You're right. No, he didn't give up. He gave up 2 receptions in the game. One was Goddard, and one was AJ Brown. No, I'm gonna steal your guy because I know where you're going with this. I'm definitely saying Malcolm Rodriguez.
100%.
He was balling, man. The whole game he was balling.
He did his fizzle.
Coming out soon. He was so good, man. And my man earlier in the chat, he just said he threw down no line. Yeah, he threw down Kelsey in the end zone. I saw that. He does a little
that hip toss.
That little hip toss he did to him. It's like, dang, man. Yeah, no, you're right though. He was all over it. Just how fast he plays. He plays a step ahead of everybody. And I think he and like you saw at the beginning, he and Alex have to get on the right page. But when they are on the right page, they fly together. They're just a lot faster. They're a lot faster than years past. It just looks different when you watch it. And I think even this game, it made him look slower because you got Jalen Hurts just running all over the place. But just how fast he get keys on things, I thought
his reads are amazing.
Oh,
we talked about when he got drafted. Like, he diagnoses the game very quick.
Yes,
very quick, and that's why he is our starting backer, because that's where Barnes was struggling, diagnosing the play. He doesn't struggle with that at all.
Yeah, Yeah, he deserves to start for sure. I think it was interesting how like certain downs they would put Board in, like third down, like we've seen in the past. And I think the reason they did that at times was just because they knew that they were getting a obvious matchup like tight end, say, on Chris Board. They don't want Malcolm in that, but Malcolm covered really well on the backfield. Like anytime they had him in man assignments, he was on it. So I don't know. Zone, I thought he was moving real well. They didn't really ever attack him in coverage at all in the entire game. So, Brad, who else you got, man? Is that it?
Honestly, I know he got ejected from the game.
Yeah.
Tracy Walker. I'm sorry. T-Walk. He led the team. T-Walk led the team in tackles once again. He led our team in tackles last year. He's always around the football. He had a sack. Like, I thought Tracy Walker played well into that. He got injected. And I personally don't think he should have got ejected either. You frozen on me, Dose.
There we go. I switched off my thing. I knew that was going to happen.
I personally don't think he deserved to get ejected, but I thought Tracy Walker played a solid game too.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. They saying John Kaminsky. No, I thought John Kaminsky was good too. Who was the standout though? I don't know if there was another standout.
I thought St. Brown.
I was thinking defense. No, you're right.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad. We're on defense. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, let's go to offense and we can come back to it if we want. Let's go to offense. You said St. Brown, go ahead.
To be honest, Aiden Hutchinson played cool, but it wasn't too many defensive standouts, bro. Let's be real. Like,
yeah, no, you're right though.
We gave up 38 points. That's giving up college football type numbers. The main NFL numbers. So yeah, there's not too many standouts. I think we did it pretty well. Like, Aiden Hutchinson played good for his first game. I think if it was a non-mobile quarterback, he would have shined a lot more. I don't think Charles Harris played too bad. I thought T-Walk did a solid job. He led the team in tackles, had a sack, Akuda, and Rodrigo. Like, who else besides that? No, I didn't really see McNeil do too much. Bugs showed up here and there. Like,
Bugs is fired up all the time.
You know what I mean? But it's our defense.
AB got a little bit of pressure when he popped in.
Bryant, he definitely did. Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad. No, I'm, and I got the Hutch thing coming out too. But no, I thought to what you said. Yeah, if we get it, I thought that immediately, man. I'm glad we don't have to play Hurts again. I'm really game. Like he's winning so many one-on-ones. Hutchinson is. He had a couple like bad plays, but even against the run, I thought he was really good. So there was so much good, man. It's like, dude, if he doesn't have a quarterback, just takes off all the time. And if you looked at how they used him, a lot of times they didn't have him rush the quarterback. They had him kind of play off, and they would get after another side of the field, and he was just the threat that he was on the field. And then he would kind of contain. So there was a lot of times they didn't even have him get after the quarterback. We know they don't pass that much anyway. So I thought, he did what was expected. He just didn't get the numbers. But offensively, I'll start with I'm gonna start with TJ Hawkinson, man. I know we get on him a lot here, but that's rightfully so because he's looking to get paid a lot of money. We know that's gonna happen. So he needs to continue all of this. I don't know if he caught the pass over the middle or not, but I know he was blocking. And there was a couple missed.
He missed some blocks too.
He did. No, you're right. He missed some blocks for sure. But I guess we've kind of come to expect it. But there were matchups I thought that he won in there, specifically even in pass protection, where he was just solid. He was pretty good through the game, and he did springboard a couple things for us. So I thought more often than not, Hawkinson was good in this game. And then he had the one little drop. It was a little tough, but he had a drop in there. But aside from that, I thought Hawkinson did pretty good.
I would agree. We know the one who really stood out. I thought he was the MVP of the team.
Oh, man. Yeah.
DeAndre Swift.
Oh.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
He balled.
Yeah, he did.
He balled. He had a career day.
Swift
did his thing, bro. Did his thing. Yeah. Now, if he had an extra gear, he probably could have scored a touchdown. But you know what? It's okay. No, I thought his vision was good. He hit his holes. He ran hard. DeAndre Swift did his thing, bro. I can't say caught every pass that was thrown to him. He was that shining lion.
He was
15 carries, 144. The dude averaged a first down every time he touched the ball. He averaged 9.6 yards a carry. He averaged a first down, bro.
That's nasty.
He did his thing. Like I'm really happy to see what Swift did. He did his thizzle.
Yeah, man, he did. And maybe we'll start doing the Pro Bowl talk from me. I mean, shoot, if he puts up a couple games like that, he's making the Pro
Might have to
Bowls.
lock it in.
Yeah, yeah. Are you locking it in after that week? I mean, I know because if he plays this Sunday, right, he's playing through being hurt. We might have to lock it in just based on that because he's playing the right way, man. But to even like now that we get to see Hard Knocks and the whole, like get upfield and things like that, he does all of it, man. He's running so hard. He's pass protects. I mean, he does it all. And Swift looked real good in that game. I'll go. Why does it sound like that? Okay, that sounds really weird. You said St. Brown. It's tough because every receiver basically had a drop in this game. But I would say DJ Chark. I would give DJ Chark because I know he dropped the first one, but after that, I thought he came back strong. I liked how we used him. I thought we put him in some of the St. Brown roles from last year, and he's just faster in a straight line than he is. And then, of course, faster, bigger. And then, of course, the touchdown he had was nasty. That whole play was disgusting, man. I mean,
and on Slay, I loved
it was perfect. If it was on someone else, it wouldn't mean the same. And I wish we would have won because that would have been awesome to win after that. But no, the throw was money too. So
the throw was on point.
It was on point. The whole thing was on point. That whole play was fire. That was the play of the game. If we got a play of the game, that would be the play of the game for me.
I would agree. I would agree because like the time, the moment it happened, the difficulty of the catch, who it was on. Goff threw a dart. He threw a dart.
I was like, I don't think that would have wobbled, man. I thought that was.
I wanted to hate. No. And I'm gonna say, I mean, another receiver. I know he has. I think he had 2 drops. St. Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he had his 8 catches. He had a tough touchdown. I thought he still did his thing, bro. You could tell that's Goff still safety blanket. He had the most targets out of anybody. I'm gonna circle back though. Randall Cook, new member. Shout out to Randall Cook. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Randall Cook. What was I gonna say? I like how Chark got 8 targets because all preseason we didn't see DJ Chark. There was no Chark. I'm so happy we got to see him a little more. Josh, I'm so ready. I like Josh Reynolds is cool. I've never been like just super excited about him. He got to catch the ball, bro.
Josh.
Yeah. Yes, Josh.
That's what you just said. Okay. No, he had a bomb in his hands. And
he got to catch that.
Can I say this? I see all this stuff about Aaron Rodgers threw this 75-yard dot and he dropped it and they lost because of that. Like, hold up. They lost by 16 points. Josh Reynolds had a bomb. No. Josh Reynolds.
We could have. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? That was right there, man.
Game. But
and I think we ended up punting that possession, man.
It's like, bro, Reynolds. He's a good serviceable receiver, but obviously, I'd rather have J-Mo over him.
For sure.
I know who would have caught it. I know I'm going back.
Oh.
Marvin Jones would have caught that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Tom Kennedy.
No, Marvin Jones. I had to go back to a couple.
Marvin Jones, what are you doing?
Because I was gonna say I'd rather have Marvin Jones over Josh Reynolds. I really would. I'm sorry.
Marvin Jones is a dog. I'm not.
I'm sorry. But anyways, we're not even gonna get on that. I'm just ready for J-Mo to come back because I feel like J-Mo would have caught that because he would have ran smooth up under that motherfucker, like smooth.
I was like, oh my gosh.
He'd have Williams would have ran smooth up under that.
But it's good though, because like you said at the beginning of this, even though we lost, like you said it was different than San Fran. You think about San Fran, we had to get 2 2-point conversions, we had to get an onside kick to score what we scored. We scored 35 points with I think 4 of our last 5 possessions were touchdowns, and the 1 point was the Josh Reynolds deep drop, and then the sack. Even with all we had like 6 drops in that game, we were scoring though. Against a great D line, we were running. Swift went crazy, so we were still missing our guys. Logan was still struggling, but I think all the hype about what the offense could be kind of paid off a little bit here because we had our stretch of bad, but I mean, who doesn't have a stretch of bad? I mean, it's
right.
You scored 35 points, I'm happy. That's all you got to do for me.
But
we even scored 35 points last year.
But we've been saying this all season. I feel like this offense can keep up with dang near every team if we needed to get into a shootout.
Right.
Like we have the weaponry. I don't even know if that's a word, but I like it.
Yeah.
So 35 points, bro. If you scored 35 points in an NFL game, you should come out with the victory. Our defense, like Al just said over there in the comments, our defense gotta step up, Al. I mean, we know this as Lions fans. They gotta step up, bro. They gave up 38 points. Like, that's giving up like a college score.
Yeah, it was bad.
Bad. Bro. Like, but we had some fight. We showed some grit. I didn't leave the game like mad, like, oh man, the same old Lions.
Right.
Like, yeah, I always want to come out with a win, but to see like how that game played out, it's just, let's just fine tune catching the ball and making tackles, getting off the field on third down. This week,
we had multiple chances to do that, man.
We had multiple chances to take the lead. The crowd was in it.
Yeah.
I don't know if has the game sold out. I don't know if this came out that this game is sold out. I hope it does again.
I didn't hear it didn't. But no, you're right. And I think this is a big week. Like, before we get into, I think this is a big week because I think you got to capitalize on it, man. You can't go 0-2, and I'm sure the crowd's gonna be nearly sold out in a game that, I mean, we're favored to win, which never happens, I guess. Like, this is, to me, man, this is a game you got to handle. What's up, Red?
The chat's right.
What'd they say?
The defense gave up 31 points. They right.
Oh, that's
They're
right.
right. They're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that pick six. You right. Thank you, chat. My bad.
Okay,
that's still a lot of points. That's still a lot of points.
It's a lot of points. Yeah, it's a lot of points.
That's still a lot of points, dog. Like,
what about the onside? Did you like
gave
it?
up you gave up 4 touchdowns and a field goal. Like, that's still a lot of points.
They scored 24 in the second quarter. I would say that's one thing, though, and I know like they changed it up a little bit at the end. I thought our defense was better in the second half. They came out and scored, and then after that, we had multiple 3-and-outs in a row to get ourselves a chance. And like I said, at that one, we didn't. If Josh would have caught that, we take the lead, bro. Like, we would have had the lead in the fourth quarter. But to that, we had to get multiple 3-and-outs to get the ball back, and we did for a stretch there. So, and a lot of it was Aaron Glenn getting super aggressive. We brought 7-man rushes twice. And we batted the ball down at the line twice.
Mm-hmm.
What would you feel about the onside? I liked it. I thought the decision was cool. I was like, I get it. I would have done it.
I probably wouldn't have done that onside. Honestly, because we gave him too short of a field.
We did.
And it was somewhat early. Like, I don't think it was time for it yet.
It was in the third. It was 4 minutes in the third. We were down 10.
I wouldn't have did it yet. We had a lot of football left to be played.
We did. No, you did. Here's the thing I'll say.
I love how aggressive he is, but the onside right there, to me, I didn't think made any sense. But go ahead.
No, I'm with you. I think you could argue that you shouldn't have done it. The thing though that I do like about Campbell is I feel like Campbell is he's not typical in terms of like, that's not a right thing to do in football. You can't go for it here, or like when we would go for it on fourth on our own side of the field because we're down by like 40. He does it kind of by the flow, and I get like the idea of, well, you're not trusting your defense in. Yeah, but realistically, we just gave up 24 points, and then they came out in their first drive, second half, scored a touchdown. So to me, I think there is an argument to say that we should have done it, and if I was on Madden, I wouldn't have done it. But I also don't have a problem. Hey, I wouldn't have done it, but I don't have a problem with this thinking there. Like, look, they're moving the ball. Let's play the possession game. We're down by 10. If we hold them to a field goal, the drive's gonna be a lot shorter. Not gonna take as much clock. Then we get the ball back. Because if they have a 7-minute drive and they get a field goal, now we're down 13, and all of a sudden we're in no huddle. We can't run the ball anymore. So I get the idea behind it. Even if they score, they got less time with the football. But I do understand the idea of like they shouldn't have done it because it was early. Like, they did it very early.
I wouldn't have done that.
The third is super early.
Real quick, I want to know how you thought your boy played.
Okuda?
How'd your boy play? Your boy.
Oh, Goff? Come on, man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, here's the thing,
know.
though. I'm a little bit above what you said.
Chat. I want to know how y'all thought he played too.
You wanted to show love, but then you couldn't. I'll say this: he had some bad in there. He had some bad, but go ahead.
I thought he played cool.
Yeah.
I don't think he lost us the game. I'm not gonna put that on him.
No.
Could he have played better? Yes, obviously.
100%.
But I don't think I don't think Goff was the issue of why we lost the game. He had a lot of drops.
Yeah. Way too many, man. I mean, think about it. He was 21 for 37, right? We had 6 drops that counted. 6. I mean, these aren't like maybe it's a drop. Now, these are clear drops. So you got 6 drops where he struggled early in that game, man. When they were bringing an extra rusher, like we looked so off sync. The one he just threw it out of bounds to Chark, and that one was just like there's pressure. He didn't have a route to go to.
Right.
And then the other one, I don't know what was happening there. It felt like because Chark was trying to say something to him, kind of waved him off. He snapped it, and it looked like he thought he could get it to Josh, and he had no chance of throwing it to Josh out there. So there was a couple of those. Obviously, the pick was bad, even though that was kind of a couple things, but it still wasn't great. However, I thought aside from that, though, what I liked is I felt like there was as a whole, like because the offense, like you look at it as a whole, like one unit. I thought they really flowed well. They were picking up on pressure. When they got an extra rusher, he was finding a place to go with the football. I just thought he was aggressive. Like I thought he was aggressive to the point where, even the pass that Slade dropped, he was willing to put that out there to Khalif. And then like when we got to the red zone, your guy gets beat, he's standing, going through his second read and then hitting. Like he just felt more comfortable with the ball in his hands. And I think what they were saying about Cox, I thought it sparked something. I really do. I think as a unit, it kind of sparked something with Goff when they kind of got into it there. But I thought they really found a nice flow. I thought he played good.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say, like I'm with you. There's definitely.
I thought he played solid.
The second half, I thought he was great.
I'd give him a C plus. I would. And if you take away those 6 drops, because at this point he was at 56% complete, 57% completion. You take away those drops, now he's at 67, and that's good for a quarterback. You know what I mean? But I thought I would give Goff a C plus. I don't think he played terrible. I don't think he's the reason we lost the game.
Yeah, we should have
won. The offense did flow for the most part. We had some little duds here and there. You can't
for week
bad
one,
snap on Ragnow. It's not even on him.
That was the draft killer, man. Yeah.
Which is come on, Frank the Tank.
Hey, come on, last year too, man. He did against the Bears, man. He did the same thing.
Gosh, believe Frank. You can't be the highest paid center doing ish like that, bro. That really just like hurt my morale. Like, come on, Frank.
Am I wrong for thinking that? Like, no, I wasn't to that point, but I'm sitting back a little bit. I'm like, we are paying this dude a lot of money. Because I mean, 100%. I know like the name behind it, but he didn't like dominate. And I know he's going against some ballers, but at the same time, it wasn't like he was lighting them up. Like he had some bad in there, and then the bad snap. It's like, okay, I get he's dealing with injuries, but dude, he is the highest paid center in football. Like, you're the highest paid position.
You can't have that out of him.
I need to know he's out there. Like, look at Frank. Look, he's lighting this dude up, man. Like, nah.
Right.
If anything, he was average. He wasn't the best old lineman. I know he got a tough matchup with Jordan Davis in there, and he's gonna be a stud. I don't know. Just kind of
all in all, I'm excited for the season. Even after taking that L, I'm excited. I still think we're going. I mean, my prediction's still in track, winning 10 games because I had us losing week 1. So, yeah,
right. Yeah, that was a fun game, man. It was good. What do we have? What are we doing now? Power rankings. Power rankings. And chat,
pull them up.
Stuff in there, man. While we're going
pull them up. Shout out to the chat. The chat looked like we was on point. Goff said I seen a couple B's for Jared Goff. A lot of C's. I thought he was like a C, C plus, C plus. I would give Goff. I think this week we could have we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow over at Last Second Sports. We're gonna do the pregame show.
Yeah.
We might have one of the ops on the show. We figuring that out if we're gonna bring a Washington commander on the show and talk about his commander. So we might have one of the ops. You know what I'm saying?
Let me put this on here so it looks better.
But yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button too. It takes
I don't know which one is
2 seconds to hit the like button.
Oh, you got different categories. Oh, yours looks.
I do have different categories. Mine's not really a power rankings. It's just how I feel about these busters.
Okay, let me.
And make sure y'all come tap into Last Second Sports tomorrow. Me and Dose doing a pregame for the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions.
That's good. That's good. They got me hyped up.
And we also might be doing a playback Sunday. Come watch the game.
Boom, man. All right, let me get.
Come watch the game. Who wants to listen to Joe Buck commentate? I hate Buck.
I know.
I hate Buck. I'm sorry. He's not even commentating our game this week, but I just want to throw Joe Buck under the bus because I think he's a terrible commentator. Terrible.
All right, let's do it like this. Because I think yours is on the bottom right.
We can't see. I can see. Wait,
Rap can explain.
No, we can't. Wait.
You can see.
Yours, I think right? I can't. I think you should flip it.
Why?
Because I have a lot of people going on vacation, You have a smaller bottom row.
Am I missing them? Am I missing someone?
You're missing a lot of teams.
Okay, so this is whatever. I don't know what. No, I'm not, man. What you mean?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I guess I was wrong.
Oh
Sorry.
my goodness, it's all good. So my thing is a power rankings, like normal power rankings. I don't know what Rad made here, so Rad's gonna explain what he did.
Wait a minute. What? I can't see it.
What you
What
mean? Rad is about right, man.
We did the same thing. You have favorites. You have
you got Super Bowl
playoff
bound.
blocks.
Rad, you making up stuff. Winners. I'm seeing
that's
the Vikings.
that's favorites.
Starting to talk crazy. Okay,
that's favorites. Like we got the same. No, it is different. You're right. Okay. Anyways,
where are the Packers at on yours? I was looking at it. Where are the Packers at, man? Oh,
hold on.
You got them below us? I like that.
No, man.
That's what it looks like to me.
That's no like specific order, by the way.
Oh, okay.
That's just
mine's a specific order. His is. I don't know what that is, man. You
they can't read. Okay, I'm gonna read
yours, man. Let him know.
Go through mine. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going from the bottom.
Forth, but yeah.
Vacation. This is obviously the teams I feel like are going to be on vacation with their families. Okay. So that's that bottom row. As of week 1. Oh yeah, you might just have to take us out the screen. You got to take us out the screen.
No,
they can't see.
I want to see you on the screen. Go ahead.
They can't see us though. They can't see the categories.
They can see it.
They just said can't read.
Wild cards and vacations. They got it, right? Go ahead.
They can't read the vacations.
Right, they know it's there, man.
Bottom rows teams I think are going to be on vacation. I know the Seahawks got to win. I think they're going to be on vacay. What are you doing? You're moving me.
Sorry. Go ahead, my bad.
Are we ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Seattle. I know Geno led them to a win. I think they're going to be on vacay. Go along with Atlanta. Arizona will be on vacay. Chicago got that win, but I'm not buying into that. And we already know what the Cowgirls is about. Texans will be on vacay. New England. Jacksonville. Those Washington Commanders. Giants and Jets. Both them New York teams. You want to go to your row next?
Yeah.
Your bottom of the barrels? I can't read what yours says, though. What does yours say on that bottom row?
I'm wondering a little bit about your Washington one. That's the only question. Well, yeah. I get it. I get why you got the Bears in there. I'm wondering a little bit about the Washington one, man. You got Washington in vacation.
Yes.
And you got New England in there.
Yes.
So Washington won though. And so I'm just wondering. And then New England, obviously they lost, but
Seattle won.
Them up a little bit.
Seattle won.
This is true.
I still don't. I mean, just because you win week 1 doesn't make you like a for real team. I don't think that makes you for real.
Right. Okay.
Like Carolina lost, but I still think they're better than Seattle. You see what I mean? Okay. Like I just that's how I'm looking at it. Like just because you won week 1. Week 1 to me is a crapshoot. Don't nobody know what they're doing. They're getting in their rhythm. Like the good teams normally do prevail and win their week 1 matchup, but any given week 1, like a sorry team could wake up and beat a good team. That's just how I look at week 1.
No, I'm with you. That makes sense.
You don't really find out what your team is. I don't think it's like week 4, like when you start settling in, schemes starting, your identity starting to come about. Week 1's a crapshoot to me. So therefore, this is where I think those jokers right down that bottom row are going to be on vacations come playoff time.
Boom, I like it. Yeah, my bottom is lunching with the chicken, as everybody knows what that means. So we have.
I don't. What is lunch? Is that SpongeBob?
Nope. I think you know what it means, right? All right, we got big.
I'm hungry too. Don't say that no more. I'm hungry.
So mine was supposed to be like numerical order. So 32, we got the Jets. You got to be at the bottom.
Oh, you went numerical order. I didn't do numerical order.
I don't know what you're doing, Red. Red, you do your own thing over there.
It said tiers.
Look,
I made a tier.
Yeah, because you do both. You do the number order and the tiers.
Oh,
you do a little bit of both, Red. We put a little extra in there. So I got Jets at the bottom because they're
I didn't know that.
They don't have a quarterback. They got Joe Flacco. Dallas just lost their quarterback.
Oh, you're looking good then. Okay, yep. Yeah. Dallas is right there with them. Okay, sorry.
Got the Texans,
I didn't know this.
Down there, even though they just tied. I don't know how to feel, man. I get it. They tied. They played tough. They'll probably be like that last year, but I don't think they're very good. Jacksonville then next to them. Feels difficult because I know me and you both like Trevor, and I thought Trevor did some things last week, but they still got things to do. And at least after week 1, I don't think I can move them much higher than that. even though they had the lead. So Atlanta's next to them. What numbers? 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. Atlanta's at 28. Another team that played tough. Carolina at 27. We got the Giants at 26 because they did win their game. I don't believe in them, but they did win their game, so I got to give them some love. It felt like when we did that versus Vikings last year, and we went for, but they went for two with like a minute and a half left. We went for two with like 30 seconds. We lost. They went for two with a minute and a half left and somehow won. What kind of luck? And of course, Randy Bullock's gonna go out there and miss it. Oh my gosh, dude. Anyway, the Bears, I have them. Dude, I did not see them beat it. I have not seen the game. This one game I have not seen. No idea how they beat the Niners in this game.
I can tell you. I'm over here on the West Coast, so I watched that game. I was flipping from that one to the Bengals and Steelers. Okay. It was a rain shower game. They played pretty good. They played pretty good defense against Trey Lance. Trey Lance, he looked comfortable in the pocket, but he didn't. There was times he should have took off and scrambled, but he was just looking for somebody to throw it, as opposed to Justin Fields. Soon the second stuff broke down, he was taking off and running. Right. Like he was Jalen Hurts in us pretty much. That's what he did. He won it by his legs. He did make a couple good throws when they needed to happen. He had a couple bombs complete, but it was just a rainy game. Trey Lance made a couple solid throws, but he couldn't really get in rhythm. Mm-hmm. That's how the game. It was. I'm gonna say the rain had a huge factor to do with it, and I think Trey Lance should have ran the ball more. Him taking off and running was like not in his mind really, as opposed to Fields. That first read wasn't there. He was gone. All right. Which that's the selling point of Justin Fields right now, is that the kid's mobile. But it was just a downpour, bro. Like there was puddles. Like after the game, they ran and did a slip and slide. The whole team did a slip and slide in the end zone. Like it was bad. The rain was bad, bro.
Good little breakdown there, Red. All right, man. What you got next? You got wild cards?
I can't see because our faces. Oh, wild cards. I'm sorry. These are the teams I feel like. I mean, obviously, it's right here. These are the teams I think that are in wild card contention.
Okay.
You got our Detroit Lions. The Lions. We got the Packers. The Packers didn't look that good. I'm sorry.
No, they didn't.
And I wish we would have them week one because they ain't got nothing figured out. And we don't see them until later in the season. As I was watching that game, I'm like, dang, bro. If we could have got the Packers, because the Packers came and got blown out last year against New Orleans also.
Yeah.
But it's like they don't have much figured out. Like if we could have seen Green Bay in those first 3 weeks and still one of them division games, I would have loved that.
This is true.
Because they had mad drops. Defense didn't look that good either, to be honest with you. But these are the teams I feel like are going to be wild cards that are fighting for wild card contention. Detroit, Green Bay, as you can see, Baltimore, the Chargers. Because your boy just broke.
Did you move the Broncos down? You had them in the division, didn't you? Okay.
I did. Whoa, you don't need to call me out just yet.
I'm just asking the question. You know
what I'm saying? I did. I thought I was gonna let that one slide in. Oh, you're a little sneaky. You pay attention. That's why I put it in the middle.
Yeah,
because I wanted them to blend in a little bit. Oh, I thought that one through, bro, 100%. But you caught it. I tried to blend them in. I specifically put them in the middle of the list. Anyways, I did. I thought that one through. Let me hide the Broncos.
You saw that. You didn't watch that game, man. Oh, that was ugly.
I didn't even see the game.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see that game.
All right.
But where we got Chargers, Justin Herbert. I don't know if he's gonna be out for some weeks, but I think he either fractured or sprained some ribs. Like some ribs was hurting, and he tried to power through it. He did actually power through it. San Francisco, the NFC West, I still think that can go to either San Francisco or the Rams. I'm gonna put the Rams there because they have the better quarterback. I got the Las Vegas Raiders, Denver Broncos, Cleveland Browns, Saints, Pittsburgh shocked the world. It's week 1.
Right, it's Pittsburgh, man. They did it last year. They beat the Titans.
True, that's true. Miami, even though the Colts tied, didn't they?
Yes.
Even though they tied, I still think they're a wild card team. They got a veteran quarterback, good defense, outstanding running back, and they got some solid receivers. I'm still gonna ride with Baker. Oh, I see you, Josh. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow, Bubba. Even though the Panthers lost, I still feel like they're in play. They can still make a wild card up in that NFC South. It's gonna be crazy, especially in NFC. As you can see, I have a lot of NFC East teams down at the bottom of the barrel. I think there's only going to be the division leader coming out of there, and that's it in the NFC East. But those teams right there are going to be fighting for wild card contention. How I feel after week 1. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm just the comment just came in. No, how did have you talked to Jesse or anybody? Like, how did they feel with that one? Because they were hyped when the Rams lost.
I did talk to Jesse.
Okay.
I mean,
which I get.
He still believes in Trey Lance. I mean, yeah, he was same thing. There was the conditions of the game. But Trey Lance looked good in the pocket. They was pressuring him a little bit, and he still was comfortable.
Okay.
But he just couldn't really. He had a couple bad throws that was due to the rain and things like that. I personally think he should have took off and scrambled more. But I'm sure Shanahan's telling him no, like sit in the pocket. But if he'd have took off and scrambled more, I think he could have helped him out a little bit more.
So did Chicago? I feel like you think of San Francisco's running team, but Chicago, they play an ugly football game. It makes sense that they can pull it out when you think about it. Like did they run the ball well? Because David Montgomery's tough, and they're just they can.
It wasn't even Montgomery. It was. Is it Herbert? What's the other running back?
Yeah,
Khalil. It was Khalil Herbert.
Okay.
It was Khalil Herbert. It wasn't even Montgomery, really.
Okay. So I got my playoff contenders, I guess. So it's a little bit different. I call them playoff contenders, but this is still in order. Let me count. 32, 31, 32. Okay, 24. 24. 8 teams at the bottom. All right, 24. I got Seattle. They won. Hold up. Now I'm looking at this. I have no idea why I got them in there. They're not a playoff contender. They won a game. They're not a playoff contender. Just act like they're in the bottom. New England Patriots, though. I think starting they're not a playoff contender. New England Patriots, though, I guess they scored 7 points. Not very good. I didn't think they'd win that game, and I still think they'll win ugly games this year, like versus the Jets. They're kind of on the outside. It feels like looking in. At this point, I'm like, man, I think the Lions are better than the Patriots, which is crazy, but we'll find out soon. Washington, they won their game. Washington's not bad. I might be doing this. Go ahead.
I'll be right back. I'm sorry. My
go ahead.
laptop's about to charge. I got to get the charger.
Okay, no, that's fine. My thing, I feel like Washington is not a bad team. Seeing that they're missing some pieces, but the defensive lineman they have, and then you consider the weapons they have, they can put up a lot of points. Carson Wentz, he has struggles, and I think Dan Campbell hit on it, kind of like we hit on in yesterday's video, man. I was like, man, you got to get this guy under pressure. You got to make him uncomfortable. Let him start looking for the pressure because he does that. Dan Campbell said they have to get at him early, so I'm very curious to see how that goes. But I put Washington out there because I put him behind the Titans. He said 49ers did everything better, shot themselves in the foot with penalties because they were winning that game till the end. I thought that's what I heard. I don't know though. Okay, and that sounds like a Lions thing actually. Titans, yeah, I got Titans down there. Titans, man, they look worse and worse. And after this week, man, I feel less confident about the Tennessee Titans. I don't know. It's just weird. I just don't feel great about the Titans. We'll see how that goes. They got a lot of things going on over there. Arizona Cardinals. I'm not on the Arizona Cardinal bandwagon at all. Y'all know that. I ain't there, man. I just ain't there. And they're missing a lot of pieces right now. So understandably so, I have them lower. But I don't love them because I feel like they need a lot of things to go right to be good, which is the case with a lot of teams. But I just don't trust them when they're missing certain specific aspects of their team. I really don't trust them. Cleveland Browns, they won, but I think where they're at, I probably could put Cleveland lower. I just don't know how many games they win like this, but we'll see. They have a great defense. We know that, and they can obviously run the football. Brissett, yikes. Okay, we got the Steelers up here, right behind our Detroit Lions. I don't know. That's like 20 or 18 or somewhere in that range. I have to count through. Indianapolis Colts, they tied. I thought the Colts would be better. I really did. So I'm interested to see how that division goes. I had them win the division, so I guess it is only week 1, but we'll see how that goes forward. Because if you think about it, if you really did slow down Taylor or something, like their receiving core is they got some improving pieces in there. I like Alec Pierce. They got some improving guys. Denver, they didn't look great. I don't think Denver is going to have the LA Rams where it was, we got Stafford, we're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't see that. I had them last in the division, but it's because it's a great division. We got San Fran, LV, Las Vegas. I was struggling with that. I don't know why. I think they have a tough game this weekend, if I remember right. Saints, Chargers, Saints are intriguing. Saints are just so interesting to me because I'm just like, I don't know what they are with Jameis Winston. I'm intrigued by that team. LA Chargers, I couldn't have them much higher, even though like the loss didn't really do much for me because I thought the Chiefs would win. It's still the injury, the fractured ribs. He's probably going to miss some time. Chase Daniel's a dog, so he'll hold it down, but I'm just curious. We got the Miami Dolphins. They won. They don't look bad. Miami's going to be solid this year. I think they could definitely be a playoff team. That's why they're up here. And then we have the Bengals and Packers. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this is power rankings. So this is because I was like, wait a minute. I got two things going in my head. Is this season prediction power? This is power rankings. So as of right now, based on what we saw, I got to put the Minnesota Vikings where they are because of how they handled business. I just don't like for Green Bay. Let's say Green Bay, they play Chicago. I think Green Bay dog walk Chicago. I just think that they'll light them up. They're going to beat them by 4 touchdowns. I think it'll be over at halftime. So if they do that, then I feel like, okay, it is what it is. They got things to fix, but there's a clear mismatch here. If Chicago's tight, all of a sudden Green Bay's falling off a cliff because I'm gonna, now I'm concerned. Like you said, they got beat by the Saints last year like crazy.
Right.
I don't really expect the Bears to be competitive, man. So there's mine, man. And someone said, "What's with the sea blue background? The sea blue." I can't English. For me, or are you talking about this thing? His thing says, "What does that say? Vacations."
Oh, mine. We going through I got tiers. Dose has the power rankings. I'm just going through what I think after week 1, where I think people are going to be sitting. That bottom row where mine says vacations, I think those are people who are going to be out of the playoffs. Then obviously you can see the wild cards. I'm on division leaders, right?
Yeah, man. Break it down, man.
Titans. I know they took an L week 1. I still think they're the best team in the AFC South. They got Big Henry, defensive. And, they were the best team in the AFC last year. I don't think they about to just go out here and get dog walked in the AFC South, which I think is the weakest division. I still believe in the Titans. Rams also. They are in one of the tougher divisions, but I still think they still have the best quarterback in their division. And they just had a bad week. They had a Super Bowl slump. You know what I mean? They get a couple extra days because they played last Thursday. They're going to fine-tune some things. I think they can bounce back. If I'm going to be real with you, I hope the Rams go 0-17. But I just know it's not going to happen. Stafford got his Super Bowl ring. I'm happy. After that, I could care less what the Rams do. I'm going to just be real. Why are you laughing at me?
I don't know. It just sounds goofy. I don't know. I don't disagree.
I know they won't go 0-17.
Yeah.
Bro, I hope the Rams win 5 games. I want to get I hope we get a top 15. Realistically, I hope we get a top 15 pick out of the Rams. I really do.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man.
That's how I want it to play out. I'm not low key. I was rooting for Stafford last year. I think any true Stafford lover was rooting for them boys last year. But this year, no, bro, you got your ring. You're done. But I still think they can win their division. Philly Dilly, after losing Dak Prescott, I already didn't believe in the Cowgirls, but now they didn't lost Dak. What?
Go ahead. It just sounds funny, man.
What? What? I think Philly Dilly can win the East.
Really?
They proved that they can. Hurts proved that he can definitely get down through there if he needs to, and he was definitely getting down through there. They got a solid defense, a lot of young players, some big boys up front. I think they can definitely win the East.
Oh.
I do. I don't really see anybody messing with them.
Okay.
Another Super Bowl slump team, Cincy.
Trash.
I don't think Cincy's trash. I think they just, they came out. They fought back. It turned into a good game.
The game. Yeah.
But he just came out and threw 3 or 4 picks. He had a bad game. I still think BB said I've been calling the Cowgirls since 91. Yeah, the Cowgirls. I can't stand the Cowgirls, bro. That's my most hated team in the NFL. Moving on to Kansas City. Them boys got a big win last night.
Yeah.
You know what? I gave predictions. I'm gonna be a man and say it. I didn't think Kansas City was gonna even make the playoffs. I have already been. It's week 2 for them.
Yeah.
They still cannot make the playoffs, but they looking pretty solid, bro. They are. I mean, Patty Mahomes. I think he's the best quarterback in the NFL. Him and Josh Allen, 1A, 1B. But Kansas City, and then Minnesota came out and beat up on Green Bay. They looking like they could be the division leader. I know Green Bay ain't figured things out yet with those wide receivers.
Because this is still power rankings for you. So it's based on the flow of the season. These aren't your season predictions. We've already done our season predictions. This is kind of how the flow is going.
Yeah, this is the flow. As of like what we've seen week 1. This is the flow. This is what I'm going to like say how I think things could fall out. So this is the flow. And Super Bowl bound as of right now, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go ahead.
And shout out to my man, it made me laugh. How much will Joe Lombardi calling plays hold the Chargers? That's funny because we were watching the game. My dad's like, "Who is that goofball?" And I was like, "Man, that's Joe Lombardi. He was our OC last." Everybody knows Joe Lombardi, man.
That's Buddy from years ago.
Yeah, offense looked like an underperformer every 2 weeks. I didn't really see the first game, so I can't really say much on that one. I didn't see last game, and it's all right. They had a couple things go wrong in that one, but it's their defense looks good. You know, I mean, they got Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's a dog still. Like I didn't know what he was about, but he's still that guy. And Joey Bosa's a problem.
Did you see Derwin James scoop and score Kelsey? You didn't see Derwin James scoop and score Travis Kelsey?
Did it count?
Not scoop and score. I mean, I'm thinking football. You're thinking of football. You seen him pick him up and slam him on the ground, right?
Oh no, I missed that. That was like in the red zone, wasn't it? I was outside.
Yeah, that was at the 2-yard line.
I was in my car.
Oh, you didn't see that? Oh, you need to look that up right now.
Was it like fired?
Bro, look it up.
Oh, okay.
You didn't see him scoop and score Kelsey? Oh my gosh.
Derwin James.
Bro, he dumped Kelsey. Dumped him.
Really, though, I thought both quarterbacks in that game were making some very bad throws. Like, just not bad throws, just like questionable decisions, man. Like, some of the both quarterbacks should have thrown multiple picks in this game, and they only ended up with like one. And then the other one was called back. Hey, it's just, I don't know. I guess that's just the style.
Would you take any of those quarterbacks over Goffle?
No.
I don't think you heard the question. Let me.
Okay, what quarterbacks?
I didn't pronounce the question right. I didn't speak very well there.
No, all good, all good.
Would you take any of those quarterbacks from last night's game over Jared Goffle?
1 second, man. Let me see this tackle real quick. You know how it is. What? Oh, dang. He did. That's a big dude, man. That was Rodriguez tackle. That's tough. That's tough.
Oh, he scooped and scored him.
I don't know. I like Mahomes a lot.
So you would take Mahomes over Goffle?
I think player for player, I got to take Mahomes.
What about Herbert? What about?
I'm not sure on Herbert completely yet. I'm not sure how I feel about him yet. Here's my thing, though. Like,
oh my gosh, man.
They're so different, the way they run offense. I just don't know about Herbert yet. I got to see it, man. What have they done? You know what I mean? So I need to see it a little more. Brad.
Let's just take everything out of it.
You asked the question.
I am. I'm about to take everything out of it. So
I'm with you. I think Jared is probably the best in football right now.
I would agree.
Even though
Jared Goff is not the Detroit Lions quarterback.
Okay.
Neither is Justin Herbert.
Okay.
And you can choose from Jared Goff.
Well, what are we talking? Like
no, just
are we talking like
right now?
This year? Just this year?
No. This is our quarterback for the next 5 years.
Yeah, Herbert's too young, man. I think I'd have to go.
Hold on, wait. Can I finish?
Go ahead.
I think you're making your decision too early. I'm trying to break it down and make it easy for you. So Jared Goff has no ties to the Detroit Lions. You ain't got no autograph, jersey, none of that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's Justin Herbert. Are you taking Justin Herbert or Jared Goff? Chat.
I'm gonna say
tap in, chat.
I don't want to.
Did you hear the question?
Why do we so quick like want to dismiss Goff whenever we get the chance?
I'm not dismissing Goff. I thought Goff played solid.
I thought he played good. I thought he played better than Herbert.
Look,
I mean, is that crazy? No,
man, you lucky.
I'm just telling you,
bro. You lucky.
Okay, damn, I'm crazy for saying I think he played better than Herbert last game.
This is foolery.
He got hurt too, so I'll give him that. It's not foolery. I've seen one game, and I thought Goff played well. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to see how this goes in this offense. I'm telling you, I've said it. That he's
I'm excited too for this season.
Taking his mental step this year, and you can see it. He's adjusting us, putting us in run plays that lead to big gains. He's got a feel in this offense. Just give him a minute, man.
I rocks with you. I fucks with you.
Right.
But I took everything. I took all the little.
That's okay.
The jersey.
You know, we scored the most touchdowns in week 1. We were tied for the most. You said it. If you would have had 6 drops, you'd been complete 67% of his passes. I mean, that would have.
I thought Jared Goff had a C+ last week. I'm not. He's not the reason we lost. I don't think. I thought he made some throws when it was time to make some big throws.
You ask me this question, and Brad, we don't need new quarterbacks
because we were just talking about quarterbacks from last night.
They're good.
And then I was like, oh, here's a quick little question.
Yeah.
You gonna ride and die with Jared Goff? You love him, bro.
I don't know. But in the same sense, I don't know enough about Herbert. Like I said, Mahomes, I know Mahomes is a dog. So I love his situation. Like, think about this, right? Let's think about this for a second, though. Who has ever been put in a better situation than Patrick Mahomes from the first time he started till now? No one. There's never been a player in a better spot. To be able to sit behind Alex Smith, join a playoff team, the best offensive mind in football, surrounded with a ridiculous amount of talent. Like, who's ever been put in a spot like that before? I don't think anybody's ever been put in a spot like that before.
Aaron Rodgers.
But even with that, that's kind of true too. But even with that, I think he's great. Herbert, I just don't know enough about Herbert. I got to see more. But with that, I think I'm in the same ballpark with Goff. I got to see more. I don't know yet. I don't know where he ranks yet. I don't know.
Hold on. I just want to say this, and we can get off of it because I'm not here to dog Goff. Because you just say you don't know enough about Herbert. I want to tell you a little bit about Herbert, okay?
Please.
I want to tell you this. 15 games. He didn't start 2 games. So 15 games, 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions with a 66 completion rate.
Okay.
That's rookie year.
Okay.
That's Herbert, rookie year.
That's a great rookie year. That's probably the best rookie year ever.
I think he did set a record for that. I didn't want to throw that out there. Hold on. Okay.
Really is.
Sophomore year, 5,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, 15 interceptions with a 66 completion ratio.
That's pretty good.
Wait. Yeah. Here's an X factor. He's got 2 X factors. First off, he has a elite arm like Stafford.
He does, man. He has
arm talent. And you already know the second one. He's mobile.
Hey, Goff was mobile. You see that 37? I know you was watching that 37 like, dang. That's what you thought, huh? You were sitting there and you didn't know what to say.
I'm happy he got the first, but Herbert's more mobile than Goff.
No, you're right. You're right, man. No, you're right. I ain't
so
man.
You know what? I just want to. You just said you didn't know Herbert. I want to inform you.
No, I appreciate the numbers. I would say I haven't watched enough of Herbert to realistically say if I'm making a decision like that.
He is a top 8 quarterback in the NFL.
But I don't know
top
what
8
Goff is in the NFL.
Some Goff is a top 18.
I don't know. Hey, that's pretty good. That's better than what I think you had him when we ranked him. I don't know though. I really don't. I feel like this situation is completely different than the situation Goff's ever been in. And I think he passed the test week 1 with like a couple some obvious like errors. But where does he
threw some good balls. He took some shots. Like
he took.
I think that might have to do with some play calling.
I mean, honestly, he probably made more great throws in that game than Herbert made in week 1. Were they all caught? No. But like that Chark one was disgusting. The one that Josh Reynolds was money. He threw some money passes.
He did. That's it. I just want to ask you. I'm taking Herbert and Mahomes over him. But that's it. That's it.
I really am, man. I'm excited, man. I want to see how this goes, man. I think we'll be. Yo, hey, I was saying, can we lead the league in scoring this year? I mean, I don't see why not.
I don't want to say nothing about that.
Coming back, right?
I had a comment I was gonna say, but I'm gonna keep that to myself.
No, I say it, Brad. You feeling it? It came to mind. It's natural.
I mean, as many points as our defense is giving up, they gonna have to be in shootouts, so they're gonna be
okay. Maybe you should do that.
Putting up 30 to 40 points a game. I didn't want to throw that out there, so
yeah,
edit that out.
That's fair. That's fair. But I just wonder because I'm just like I know we got J-Mo come back, but which team in the NFL has that kind of weapon coming in potentially after the bye week? I don't think anybody. That's a massive trade you make. For us, we just have that guy coming in. And I think by that time, we could easily be top 10, top 5 in scoring. by the time we hit the bye week with some
I
of our
feel it.
teams. This week's
feel
gonna be a
that.
high scoring game, I think, again.
I hope it's
We
translating
could.
to wins, though. I want it to
we
be.
need that. We need that.
Okay, now I know you've seen this popping up all over the internet.
Oh,
Lamar Jackson, the Detroit Lions, is on Lamar Jackson list of teams he wants to play for.
Is he?
You didn't see that?
He put out a list.
Us, Miami. It was us, Miami, and chat. What was the other team?
Okay, why did
I
he
know
put
I'm
out
not
a
the only
list?
person who's seen that.
Is he on the trade block or something?
Well, I
Because
mean, you know,
he didn't sign the deal, but he's put out a list. He's like, hey, he basically told the Ravens, I'm out.
Per source.
Oh, okay.
The Detroit Lions is one of the teams that he would want to play for.
It's interesting.
Oh, Philly. It was Philly, Miami, and Detroit.
Hey, Philly gets Lamar. Come on, man. Like that would be perfect.
Look, I hope he does come out and say something like that. Even if we don't get Lamar,
it's great.
That just means we're putting the league on notice. Like, hey, the Lions is building something right. Come join us in free agency type ish. You know what I'm saying? Like if he really like throws that out on Twitter or something to where like we really make one of his list of teams, people are gonna like take notice of Detroit. Hard Knocks alone helped our team.
I agree.
It showed people like what our culture is really about, and when it's time to hit free agency, like people are gonna be like, I do want to join that culture. And plus, we're gonna pop off 10 wins this year. People are like, hey, they is on the rise. They went from 3 wins to now 10. They got something brewing over there and a bunch of young talent.
So Lamar already sees it. He already sees it. It's coming because he's putting it out there.
With that being said,
yeah,
Lamar Jackson or Jared Goff?
You know what I will say though to this idea?
No,
because
can you answer my question?
I will. Here's my thing. First, I will say that I do like Lamar a lot, but I will say this to the point. One thing that I would like to see, because I think Goff's going to be here long term. I would like to see Goff, because it's the way his contract sets up is great for us for the next couple of years. But I would like to see if he is here long term, when he resigns, he takes like a Brady type of deal.
Oh, like, that'd be money.
You know what I mean? Like this is a team that made the trade. Brad Holmes wanted him. He came in year 2. He didn't put any pressure on you. He did, but he didn't remove it. Like he gave you a legitimate shot here. I mean, he put you around weapons. He gave you a chance. I understand why if he played well and we want to bring him back, he would want his money. But it would be cool if he took a deal like that where he took like 10, 15, 20 million under what everybody else is getting. I don't think he has to do it. I get it. If you earn it, go give your money. But I'm just saying it'd be cool to see him do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it would just set up our team so well and we'd have a legit quarterback. Lamar, where he's getting paid, he's going to get paid a lot. It's all going to be guaranteed. I got questions about Lamar because I'm throwing all that guarantees. You question injuries immediately because then you're like, well, hold up. Look at his play style, man. I mean, is he a great passer? No. Can he do it? Yes. Has he improved? Yes. But he's not great. If I had to say sit in the pocket all game and you can't leave the pocket, we're probably losing most games with him, or he's struggling. And then you throw him a 5-year all guaranteed. It's like, well, what happens when he gets hurt, man? I mean, he gets hit so much. I know he's big, but he gets hit so much. I don't know how old he's going to be at that point, but he's probably at least pushing 30. So I would worry about the all guaranteed to throw a guy like that could run like he does. It's different when you got a pocket quarterback like Peyton Manning. You're throwing that, he's going to protect himself. So that'd be my one thing, man, with the money side. But I'm a Lamar fan. I love what Baltimore's done with him. I think it's been great for him, and I think he played real well last week.
Okay.
Did we finish the
We're done.
thing?
That's
Did
it.
we finish our things? I was gonna touch because you have your Super Bowl bound. You have Tampa Bay and Buffalo. Explain why Tampa Bay's there, because that feels crazy.
Brady.
Okay.
Run game. Defense. Brady.
Did you think they looked good against Dallas?
Brady.
Or you just had
Brady.
Okay. I'm not, you know what? That's all you needed. You're right. I probably should have asked the dang question. I got the Bills and Chiefs, so this is the favorite for now, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Would you choose Herbert over Jackson? Oh, he said I would choose Herbert over Jackson. I can see that for sure. He's asking you.
I would choose Herbert over Jackson. because Herbert still has that mobility, but he has a bigger and more accurate arm than Jackson.
This is true.
Yes, 100%. I would choose Herbert over Jackson.
Yeah, I think it'd be hard not to, man. I don't know. I think it'd be hard not to. What would you say is just to end this off? I kind of asked you this before. What would you say is the one thing that you took away that you're most inspired about from the first game, and least inspired about going forward, and you're most worried about, I should say?
I'm worried about the tackling.
Okay.
I'm worried about the defense as a whole. Like, we didn't create any turnovers. I feel like we could have had some sacks. Defense, I'm most worried about, but we knew that coming into the season. Tackling being the biggest issue. Most inspired about is that if we need to get into a shootout, we've shown that we can get into a shootout.
Yeah.
That's most inspiring. Like, if we need to put up those 30 points, we can do that. What about you?
Well, okay, I'll hit you. Okay, no, I mean those are good answers. The one thing that sticks out to me on defense is I'm a little worried. Like, I don't know how if some gets severe here with Amani, I'm a little worried about our cornerback depth. I don't know. Like, if this is something where he's out multiple weeks, that would be a very big problem for this team.
That would be a big blow.
Because then I'm thinking, and I like Will, but then I feel like we're like let's hurry up and get Jerry back, and then
I was just about to say that we need him ASAP. Then
we need him immediately. So I don't know.
Or
I don't think I have any major concerns, but
is Hughes moving out to the outside, and then we put in Chase Lucas? Like,
yeah,
we got to see how that plays.
That's a good point. I could. Hughes played pretty well. We didn't see him a ton, but he played well. I don't know. I'm inspired, man. Even defensively, like you said, we had some issues in there, but I thought there was a lot of good too. And I think the biggest thing for me when I say good is that, like you said, Malcolm played well. I think him and Alex can be very serviceable together, and I think Malcolm's got such a high ceiling. But specifically the defensive line, I think we got a lot of guys that can win their matchups. Can we tie it together? I think Ben's teams that can't scramble, yes. But I think like can Hutchinson beat guys and beat a great offensive line from different spots? Yes, he did it over and over. I think same thing with Charles, not to the same extent, but I think he can. So I think it feels good that we know we got guys. Julian's coming back this week. We hit on that injury report. That's going to be huge. He didn't play last week, so I'm curious to see how much they give him reps, because I don't know if you noticed it, Rad, and I thought you'd bring this up. Derek Barnes, how they played Derek Barnes a little bit in this game. They played him a little bit like, the normal off ball, like with Alex when they took Malcolm out. But sometimes they would put him as their Sam linebacker. They would put him on the line. I don't know. You saw that probably a few times. I guess there was no Julian. I thought that was interesting. I like it.
I mean, too, that's where I think he can excel early at.
Yeah.
Because he's used to being at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I like that. I mean, I don't know. He just ain't put it together yet. Like, he ain't consistent, man. You don't know what you're doing.
Right. I mean, it's going to take a little bit. He ain't played off-ball linebacker for years, and now you're in the NFL where the game is faster and more complicated. Like, it's going to take a little bit. Is he a good athlete? Yes. Can he tackle? Yes. But I think it's going to take – I still think we got a whole nother year before Barnes, I think, is truly going to be settled in at off-ball.
Do you like that they're still, like, giving him reps? Because to me, it feels like you keep giving him reps, he might have to come in at some point.
I think he still should always touch the field on certain situations. Do I think he's ready to take Rodrigo or Double A's spot? No. But I think he should get in on certain situations. Let's say it's like a goal line situation. Like, yeah, because he's a thumper. Do we need to be having him come off the edge on certain situations? Yeah, let's get him comfortable with the NFL speed. Let him get reps anywhere he can, besides like just special teams. No, I do think we need to use him as a little chess piece, because he's a very explosive thumper, fast player. Like, yes.
Yeah, it's a good point, because they're going to have to find somewhere, because I think our two off balls now between Alex and Malcolm are full time. I don't think they're going anywhere. And I don't think they'll especially after this game. Like, Malcolm didn't play every snap. I think it's really rare when he comes off the field at this point, because he did well. He did real well. I was going to ask you the final question. You already kind of hit it, but we used to have this in our grade thing, so this is kind of just our own little way to do it real quick. Your offensive MVP, your defensive MVP, and your MVP.
Offensive MVP was DeAndre Swift.
For sure.
Defensive MVP, I'm going to say Okudah. I thought he did a pretty solid. I think he did really good in coverage, and then I also like the way he was tackling. Okuda, I love the way he tackled. He just throws his body around, and I love that. So I'm gonna have to give it to him on defense.
I like that.
That's it.
But you did.
Oh, MVP of the game.
You can give that to Swift.
It's going to have to be the Swift. Like,
yeah,
he stood out the most.
I should have said something. I forgot we did it like that. I should have said that.
I mean, I should have probably flipped it to a different. Okay, Charker St. Brown gets offensive player, but they had drops, bro. Them drops, like nah.
Yeah, they did, man. Nah. And those, I don't know, man. We gotta clean them up, man. They can't be doing that. We it's like, man, we drop. I don't know what's wrong with us. Like, that was one thing I would have never thought. Like, we might have issues catching the ball this week.
Nah, that would have never crossed my mind.
I don't. It's crazy to me.
Never.
Yeah, Swift was awesome. Swift's the MVP of the game. I'm with you there. Defense, I'll give to Malcolm too. I think Malcolm has earned it. Or someone else. I mean, Okuda's a good one.
I gave it to Okuda.
No receptions on Devontae. That's money. Like, he was great. And then I get Swift. So offense. That's tough. Yeah, there's a lot of guys kind of in the same boat there. I don't know. I would say Chark.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, man. This is good. So you said tomorrow we're on your channel. We're
tomorrow
aiming 6 p.m. Eastern.
6 Eastern, 3 Pacific. We might have one of the ops over there with us. If not, we're gonna talk about this up and coming matchup over there at Last Second Sports. Real quick though, make sure y'all hit that like button. We do greatly appreciate y'all for tapping in once again to listen to us two men talk Lions.
All right, Red, give us some words of wisdom. And yes, tune in tomorrow because it's gonna be good. We're gonna talk Washington.
Tune in tomorrow. Make sure y'all tap in. Words of wisdom: drink water. Stay positive.
Man, I ain't gonna let you get away with that no more. No more drink water, man.
Look. Words of wisdom: drink water. Stay positive and protect your energy. Keep negative people out your circle. You heard? That's it. Come on, roll it.
I'm trying to find it. I don't know where it is.
Gotta keep negative people out your circle. Protect your energy.
What'd you think of that? Well, I'm finding it.
And I'm hungry.
On the same side, did you like
my ribs is touching, bro? I'm so hungry.
All right, we out. Man, I found it.
I'm starving. I'm going to get sushi.
What, from Kroger?
No. My lady just dropped her location. I'm going to meet her for sushi.
What they got? What's that? What's that Chinese place?